Cue it up, Friday night. Already on the All Dog Network, worldwide alldognetwork.com. A WooF driver, WooF Ditty show. I'm Bucky. Nice Friday evening here on 8 o'clock tonight. A little later than, about a half hour later than we said. Being Friday night, we're grooving to a little tune I played, Jumpin' Jammin', it's called. Tonight, by special request from Mimi, actually, we have the miniature Dachshund breed is our breed of the evening. Have a little ditty on him. Oscar is his name. We got all kinds of things going on tonight as usual, breaking it up, a little WooF driver stuff. Debbie, hi Debbie, good to see you. You're the first one commenting tonight. And we're going to do some playing tonight on the WooF axe. We got the WooF axes in the house. He's had his water, he's fed, he went for his walk, he's feeling good. WooF axe. Woofy the WooF axe is his name. And actually that's Princess. We're going to talk about the Huskies tonight as well as our little mini Dachshund breeds. Okay, and these guys are quite, we've done the Dachshund show before, but apparently these are little smaller guys, the mini Dachshund, and they are just quite the little things here. Here's a little puppy with her mama, looks like. How cute is these little guys already? So we got these small little dogs tonight. Oh, there's a good one. Classic pictures here of the mini Dachshund, and we're going to talk about their situation here. You know, they are they're quite the thing. Very protective. They guard very well, and take that baby out there right now and talk about some things here with the mini Dachshund. It's quite interesting. They're small, long, short, tenacious, high-spirited, bold, clever, lovable, loyal, all these things, and very loyal. And but they do take time to warm up to other people. How cute they are, Debbie says. Yeah. It's not always a bad thing. Their relentless barking is a sign of strangers. Now, I mean, Chihuahuas are the same way. They take a while to warm up to you until they get to know that you're okay, and until then, they may nip you a little bit or want to nip you or bark at you and all that. But some of the things about these little guys, because you have to be careful when you pick them up to support them well, because they're prone to back problems, and due to their relatively long spine and short rib cage, that's the reason. If allowed to jump down from a better couch, you can easily slip a disc. So must be very careful with that going on if you happen to have one. You may already know these things. It's important to hold them properly and supporting their full frame, when you pick them up, not just let them, just stuff to know about. Also, you want to be sure to ration their food appropriately. Dachshunds can gain weight quickly, causing more back problems than other issues. It says all these things are real important to monitor and keep. Healthy miniature Dachshund can live as long as 16 years, providing years of fun and companionship, of course. The look is hard to miss. Karen Sue Lipskin Green, no sound. Really? No sound. Oh, the phone's ringing. You hear that? Should be sound. Debbie, can you hear? Can you hear me, Debbie? Because Karen can't hear. Do you have the sound up on your computer, on your device, Karen? Hello? Debbie, can you hear? I need a signal from someone else that they can hear the sound on the broadcast, because it says I'm live and everything's good. I can't tell. Debbie says yes, she can hear me. So Karen, it must be on your device perhaps. Check and make sure your button's up. You know how it is on these, I don't know what you're watching on, whether it's a desktop or whatever. Just check your volume settings on your output on your device and see if that helps, and let me know. Otherwise, if you're having a problem and everything's up and it looks like it's working right, then I would simply log out of Facebook and log back in. Okay. Okay, we still there, everybody there? Yes, 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 yes. Good, good, good. Okay. And the Dachshund, of course, is hard to miss. Now, you know, being a mini one means it's just a little smaller than the normal ones. And whether you can tell that, it's hard to say. You know, the base of the neck slopes down, protruding it's just a little tighter abdomen, tail follows in line. Miniature Dachshunds come in 3 varieties: smooth, long-haired, and wired hair. Deborah Trainer's there now. Hello, Deborah Trainer. Good to see you. And they can vary from solids of red, tan, yellow, and combinations of chocolate, black, and gray. And here's a little chocolate puppy. Cute as this dude. All right, chocolate one. Let's see, find the various colors. I mean, we know the brown ones. We've seen those. Now this guy here, unfortunately, looks like he's eating a little bit too much. And, you know, you gotta be careful of that. Little tubby in the tummy. Oh, there's a floppy-eared beauty. Look at this little guy. Tan. Tan, tan, tan. Lots of tans. Lots of tans we got. Oh, there's a nice little blonde, more of a blonde one there. I don't know why it turned sideways on these computers, I'll tell you. Look at that. You know, wiener doggies. Oh, there's one multi-chocolate and tan. How about those markings? Oh my goodness. Miniature Dachshund. Wow, he's so cute. Now there's one that really got tied up in some things there. Look at this. Talk about multicolored, multi-spotted. Wow. He's some feisty parents here. Now here's one that's interesting. He's got the gray, got the brown, got the blue eyes, and he's all multi-spotched up. So there's all kinds of mixed breeds here. Oh, look at this one, white with the tan head. How cute is this guy? Oh my goodness. My goodness. Miniature Dachshund. So I'm going to play the ditty I did real quick on this guy. Get an idea. Oscar.
Oscar the mini dachshund, mini cute and cuddly.
He may look cute and cuddly.
But he is tirelessly energetic. He's so clever and so curious. Some might say even pretty intense.
Precious.
He is always up for a walk-off game in the park. He can easily get bored if left too long alone.
Get bored if he gets left too long alone.
Sometimes that can involve chewing things other than a phone.
Sure, you leave him
Oscar
alone.
loves the outdoors. He's very proud and bold.
Very proud and
He
bold.
will bark at signs of strangers like a tiny
Hi, Lynn.
dog. Oscar requires lots of play and might dig a few holes. He needs to have that exercise to keep him from feeling old. Oscar, my mini dachshund. Oscar, my mini D. That's Oscar, my mini dachshund. Oscar, my mini D. He's a breed dating back at least a little ages. Dachshund's coming from the German Dach, which means badger, and hunting, which means dog. When you put it all together, you got Oscar the mini D. Oscar, my mini dachshund.
Okay, his ancestry comes to the medieval times there from Germany. Hi, Robbie. It's live, but I can't pause it. No, you can't pause it until what happens is after it's live, okay, it saves it on the timeline. You can go back and watch it and then pause it just like a regular YouTube video, okay? But until then, you can't just pause me, right? Because it's streaming live in real time. Okay, that's the reason for that. So you just let it play. If you won't miss anything. If you got to go do something, it's okay. When I'm done at in a half an hour, 40 minutes, however long I'm on tonight, it'll post. It'll be there after I finish. Freezes. You can go back and watch the whole thing. Stop it anywhere you want. So you never can lose out on these things, which is cool. so you don't have to worry about that if you got to get up. It's like going to a movie theater. You can't pause it there either. So you either stay there or rewatch the movie later if you miss something by having to go get your popcorn. Okay, sorry, haha. It's all good. You don't have to be sorry. It's all good. Just the way the live thing works, it's all good. And tonight, again, we're about the mini dachshunds tonight by special request from Mimi Zimmerman. She's probably working right now. She usually comes on a little later in the show, and she asked me last night. I said, "Do you want me to do a special show on the mini dachshund?" Because we did a Ditty the dachshund, one of our first shows, which is posted. All the shows we've done on all the breeds up to this time are posted on alldognetwork.com. You can find me under host Bucky Harris. Click on me, you'll see all the shows we've done. You can watch any of them, just like you're watching this one tonight. They're all saved. Just the way it works. It's pretty convenient, actually. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about his deal here. They're stubborn but devoted, these guys. I love that one. Yeah, that one's beautiful. Where are you from? Lynn says, where I'm from and where I am are two different things. Actually, originally from St. Louis, grew up in Nashville, Tennessee. That's where I started playing music and moved to California in the mid-'70s. Been here ever since. So we're in Southern California right now, in Orange County, Laguna area, if you know where that is. I agree. The dachshunds, they're stubborn, but they're devoted. It makes them a little harder to train than most dogs, but their devotion to the owners is strong. A strong wish to please, and their extreme intelligence makes up for their being obstinate and so forth. Nice, Lynn says. Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Very blessed to be out here on the West Coast. The type of work they were bred for makes the stubborn streak a necessity. They just were excitable breed and almost literally throw themselves down the stairs to greet you, which you've got to be careful because you don't want to slip that disc. If you do have them like that, some people have ramps on their stairs where the dog can slide down. It doesn't fall and trip, hurt themselves. They're very charming little guys, and while they might back away from your friends barking all the time, they will show no timidness in trying to get at prey. It has a strong advantage over them in case the prey is possums. Okay, introduced to them in New Zealand and from Australia. The possums were vermin in New Zealand, and they are much larger than the Australian cousins. So while their claws made them very dangerous when cornered, the dachshunds would try to run them down. Let me find some more cutie pies. Oh, there's one. Tamlin, look, he's all cuddled up there. Look at this guy. So little mini dachshunds. The mini dachshunds. All his little paws on his owner's knee there, or someone's knee. Very smart. We had one in our family. His name was Fritz. My wife's mom had him, and he was just the greatest. I mean, when we come over, anybody come over, you would know they're there. It's almost like a Chihuahua reacts like that too. Very, very diligent, guarding, and protective. And I'll tell you what, no matter how small they are, you still, backed off. You didn't just go, oh, goodness, look at this guy. He's taking a snooze. A little mini baby there. Cute. They are so cute. My goodness. Miniature dachshunds. Okay. Like I say, loving and affectionate will give you more than you can ever imagine. Smart and easy to train. Intelligence is hard to hide. And some people say they're able to read your mind. Human ones, at least. The ones that are human. Which we all think our dogs are human when they're like that smart, So here, people have little comments here. Living life with the mini. I have a Boston Terrier named Buford. He's spoiled, rotten. I think I did a Boston Terrier. That's cool. Yes, they are, Debbie says. I did a show on a Boston Terrier. I'm pretty sure it's on our All Dog Network. And you might want to look at that show about your breed, Buford. Buford, the Boston Terrier. Very cool. Thanks for sharing that. And those of you that want to post on our WooF's gang, WOOF''S, WooF's gang. It's a a group site where we're all of us, hopefully, that are watching our shows now are posting the picture of, you know, yourself, your dog, your family, your kids with the dogs, whatever the case, family, doesn't matter, and who you are, where you're from, and show a picture of your actual dog and their name, and get to know each other that way, which is cool. Share any questions you have with each other about any behavior issues, things that you want to ask about when you see somebody. Oh, with Boston Terrier, Buford, does he do this and that? I've got one, and I've got problems with this, or I don't, you know, what does he eat? You know, just anything you want to know. It may help you in any way, which way possible, you know. That's what it's all about. This gal says they live in an apartment with a 5-year-old mini dachshund. She weighs about 6 pounds. We walk her 5 to 6 times a day on her leash because she will take off when she sees squirrels or cats. Yeah, she's very interested in everybody and everything. She loves the car and walking through the woods with her nose always to the ground. So again, you know, keeping your dog on a leash, unless you're in a place, you know, your own yard or somewhere where you know they're not going to get away, is so important. I mean, I see people on the street, you know, walking dogs and they're off leash, and anything can happen at any instant, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to take that risk no matter what, especially if, you know, cars running the street, you know, other dogs that just may come out of nowhere. We have coyotes here, so you really got to be careful about all that stuff. You know, they'll snatch them in a second. It's happened. Okay. So these are some of the things about these mini Ds, I call them, mini dachshunds. Very cute. We're going to shift gears just a moment and talk about the WooF driver and his huskies. This shirt that we have here, we're going to have these sooner or later. We're going to have to get something done. They're rather expensive to get digitally colored like this. That's the priciness of it. It's not this t-shirt itself. So we're working on getting another supplier, and we might have to, so we can make them affordable for everyone, okay, and get out large quantity. So everybody hang tight on that. I know Debbie wants one, but there's a bunch of people that would like to have one because they're very sharp. They're beautiful, and they got the picture of the husky on there, which is similar to our WooF husky, as you can see. You see these things here. There's the husky face on the WooF. This guitar, for those who haven't seen it, it's called the WooF. Headstock there says WooF on it. You can see it. WooF. We had this made. We have about half a dozen of these for our promotion of our All Dog Network and the Love of Dogs. Just have them, and there's several of us that play guitar and musicians that use them on the shows, and just play them. It's just to promote the love of dogs. Happens that the WooF driver, who is the president of the company who started this whole All Dog Network, has a pack of huskies, 4 huskies, Jag, Zorro, Princess, and Chase, and 1 girl, 3 guys, and they're beautiful, and they go out on these adventures. Now you can see these adventures on the WooF driver page where you are posted. Go down, you'll see from yesterday, night before, day before, whatever the case, what he does. It's amazing. Just check him out. Tonight, I know that after I'm on here, when I go off the air, he's going on all night tonight out because he's on the East Coast. It's already 11:18 there. He's going to take off when I'm done. I'm not going to be too long tonight because he wants to go out. He's going night mushing, they call it, on the trails. He'll have his night vision goggles. He'll have his crew with the cameras, night cameras to take pictures, and he'll be streaming live and talking about what he's doing. It's worth staying up and watching some of it. And if you can't, it'll be there in the morning for you to watch what he did. And just watch his adventures, and you'll get to know a lot more about the WooF driver, okay, and who he is, and his pack of huskies that are wonderful. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and play some music here from the WooF driver's tunes. Now, most of these songs, if you go to SoundCloud.com, and a lot of you already know this, you can SoundCloud and just plug in, search WooF driver, one word. All this material that we produce over the last 6 to 7 years at least now, it's been hundreds and hundreds of pieces of music and rap and poetry and rap and all kinds of parodies and original tunes. are all there, all about the dogs, different things. Just it goes on and on. I can't explain it. You just have to look at it and start listening to this stuff. And tonight I picked a few to play. The one I'm going to play right now is this one about, let me see where to go here. So he has them grouped up, like tunes about Chase, one of the Huskies, tunes about Czar. Czar passed, he crossed the rainbow. Hudson passed. These are two Huskies that passed in the past. Songs about them and how they came about into his life and how he blended them together as a 4-pack. We've got Princess, about Princess, okay? She's the woolly husky that likes to be a little fussy, the female of the group. This is called The Wild One Princess. I'm going to play this for you right now.
Watch out, watch out. Wild ones coming through. So there's a girl who's wild, rocks back and forth, and birds going crazy, like it's in a storm.
Rap. Female rap.
You gotta dismiss it as it's just the princess norm. She gets active, the burn up high energy to gain her balance. Every day from chasing the flag to getting takes your neck and roll past place. To come and play, come and play. She's ready to take it up. She's gonna show these punks. She's definitely going rough. They know she got some stuff. I'm how she's wired, lots of fire. She burns so bright and it's hard and tired. Energize her with her desire. I know it's more than a cat. Princess, the one who's always looking for fun. She's gonna make you wild and will never be done. Princess, the one who's looking for fun. She's gonna make you wild and will never be done. Princess, the one who's looking for fun. She's gonna make you wild and will never be done.
So Princess is looking for fun and she'll never be done. Here.
Everybody gather around, I'm about to drop some rhymes about a girl that is so mighty fine. That's right, standing at 24 inches off the ground is a kind of a husky girl that can always be found, pacing the ground of the many towns. She has traveled mushing the dog cart with her hounds. Her name is Princess, and with lots of fitness, Wolf Driver keeps her body and mind in line so her true beauty can shine. You can witness all her headness from being the wolf pack matriarch to the many hearts she fills with her love and determined will. This tart can light a spark to brighten the dark of night and make all of life oh so right.
Little short raps there. Pretty cool, huh? That's about Princess, the husky girl. So we're going back and forth with our breed of the night, which is the miniature dachshund, of course, and some of the Wolf Drivers husky music is what we're doing. I'm going to play look down here for something about the parody that you might like to hear here about mushing the dogs. Now, mushing, in case you don't know exactly, that means you hook the dogs up to a sled. You know, usually you're familiar with this in the winter, like in Canada, Alaska, where you see the dogs, the huskies mushing, pulling, they go on races and all kinds of stuff like that. But you can also mush without snow when you have a sacco cart, it's called, which is a cart, instead of being a sled, necessarily with sled skis, it's got wheels. So he's got these sacco carts that could have a single seat in the back. I think he might have one that has 3 seats. So he can ride the huskies on the bike springer. I'm going to show you about the bike springer again, which you can actually get for yourself to exercise your dog. Those that haven't seen about it, bike springer. I'm going to show you the video on that in a bit. To save yourself, when you got high energy dogs or whatever the case, you want to ride your bike, ride them beside you. So he uses these springers, 4 of them, one for each dog, and they run beside the cart in tandem. Okay, and they're actually pulling the thing. And if he needs some extra horsepower, dog power, he has pedals, and he also has electric motor, very economically and clean, not gas powered, to give him the thrust if they go up hills or whatever the case, if the dogs are getting tired or whatever before he takes a rest. So it's called mushing. And there's commands, mush commands, which are like turn left, right, hi, stop, whoa. And so there's these verbal commands these dogs know, dog language, so to speak. And he does this. And this is night mushing he's doing tonight. So it's very interesting. I'm going to watch it when I'm done, because he's going to, only one of us can go on our network at a time, on the WooF Driver Facebook streaming network. I'm on with my show right now. It's about 11:25 back there on the East Coast, 8:25 here, and then 10:25 in the middle of the country, or whatever the case, an hour later in the mountain countries, Texas and all that stuff. But you need to see him do this if you haven't. And again, a lot of his activities are posted, so you can find him on woofdriver.com. You can find him on alldognetwork.com and on WooF Driver on Facebook. You'll see him. You can look what he does during the day. Other day, we took Princess out on the back of a motorcycle with her goggles, just as cute as can be. Unbelievable. Husky Lover sending Big Texas. Hello. All right, Joanne Reyes. Good to see you. Yeah, you've been here before. So he's going out tonight in the dark. And it's so cool. I mean, he's got the night vision goggles. He's got the night camera. We had a beautiful husky named Russian. He had nice blue eyes. Yeah. That's so wonderful. So wonderful. They're just wonderful breed. And WooF Driver, that's his breed of choice. Doo-doo-doo. So, we're going to examine that. Mushing the Dogs. This is called Mushing the Dogs, little tune.
WooF Driver rule number 1. Make sure all dogs have fun.
Rule number 1, make sure all dogs have fun. There's a baby. It's a whole pack. Push in the wolf pack. So that's about mushing the dogs there. Just having fun and mushing the dogs is another one of those songs. I mean, there's rock and roll, there's hard rock, soft rock. Now I'm going to play this one tune that's more like, this is a tune we first did at the beginning when we were writing songs about the areas that the WooF driver takes them on these day or night trips. But he took them up what they call the Shenandoah Valley, kind of like it's the John Denver country, almost heaven, West Virginia. Shenandoah is in the Maryland countryside there, I believe. And it's just gorgeous countryside. It's like, in the fall, and the trees, the color, and there's these meadows and these long streams and stuff. He takes them riding through there. And this song is about the Shenandoah. And you might enjoy this one, more commercial song. Take the trip to soften our lives. Shenandoah. That was one of the first ones we did. Very nice melodic song. Let me see what we got here. Okay, we're moving along here. It's Friday night. We're having fun. We strayed away again from our breed of the night, which is the miniature dachshund. We're going to get back to the mini doc, okay, and talk a little bit more about him, because he's their featured breed of the night, and show some more pictures about these little guys. I mean, they're just very adorable mini dachshund here. Look at that little guy. How cute, his little head, full ears. Man, you just want these little puppies when you see them. You just want them all. You want them all. And we encourage people that don't have dogs or are looking for another dog to hit the shelters and find some little somebody you love and want to love and take them home. It's very important. I'm going to show you right now again about, we did this. I do this kind of every night, not every night, but I like to encourage people to understand about this bike springer in case you feel like you would need one to exercise your dog enough. because I'm sure there's a lot of people that go, oh, well, you know, I don't have time to go out today, you know, I gotta take a walk, it takes too long, it's too this, it's too that, it's too hot, it's too cold, it's too late, it's too early. You know, but again, if you focus in on how necessary it is to get that daily exercise and to save time and to give the dog even more exercise and more vast workout quicker, the Spike Springer is a lifesaver. I mean, I couldn't do what I do with my Buster. He happens to be a kind of dog that has so much energy and strength that to walk him is kind of like, okay, he'll heal, he'll stay there, but he's just barely moving. I mean, I can only walk so fast. I can walk fast enough, but it's not as fast as he needs to go. He needs to be able to sprint. He needs to run a little bit and then slow down, trot, walk, take a break, sprint, you know, like run real fast for an eighth of a mile, whatever you can do on the bike, okay? And it's fail-safe. And when he gets done with his mile or so exercise workout by changing the pace as you go, he has worked out that angst and that his muscles, he's just massive muscle. And you can tell he's healthy and he's always wagging his tail. He's not depressed, he's not slowed down. And he'll nap during the day when we're gone. And Suzanne has joined. Hello. So I'm going to show you the Spike Springer deal. Okay. So you can get an idea of how it looks. Okay, this is, I'm going to try to get this on the camera here. And what I'm going to do that, I'm going to reverse the camera so you can see it, the computer. And I'm going to start this video.
Have you ever seen people try to ride a bike and hold the dog's...
Come back.
My buddy Earl owed me $5 and he wrote me a check. Dude, seriously.
Don't go anywhere.
Oh, but no worries.
Skip this ad here.
leash in their hands? It can lead to...
Let me start this over.
Have you ever seen people try to ride a bike and hold the dog's leash in their hands? It can lead to very nasty spills. With the Springer, even if your dog tries to run off to greet friends or chase a squirrel, you stay in control.
Hello.
For most dogs, it takes only a few minutes to adjust to running with the Springer. Think of the Springer as the everyday walk reinvented. What makes this product unique is the heavy-duty steel spring, because it absorbs up to 90% of your dog's unexpected tugs. The Springer makes the ride safe and fun for both of you. And the Springer works with most sizes of dogs and most bikes. Like a third hand on your bike, the Springer is easy to use. If you can ride a bike, you can bring your dog. Never enough hours in the day? Now you can walk your dog and get your exercise at the same time. Setting up the Springer arm is simple and takes only seconds. Just install the clamp on your bike. Attach with the cotter pin. You can then release and reattach the arm easily to any bike. The Springer is a great way for you and your dog to enjoy spending time together. After a rest and a water break, it's quick and easy to reattach the Springer to your dog's harness. And the Springer protects your dog from the bike's pedals and wheels, so you can keep both hands safely on the handlebars. What if your dog runs on the wrong side of a post or hydrant? The patented safety release frees your dog instantly. Got more than one dog? Bring them along. Dogs love to run in a pack. And with the Springer, you can attach 2 or 3 dogs on each side. The heavy-duty steel spring can handle the pulls and tugs of multiple dogs while allowing you to keep your balance. You know that dogs love to run. It's in their nature. In fact, veterinarians around the world agree that biking is the perfect way to exercise medium and large dogs. With the Springer, you can get outside and spend quality time with your best buddy. So, if you want to keep your dogs healthy and happy, buy them a new kind of toy. Buy them a Springer. They'll be sure to thank you for it.
Okay, there you go. Once again, it's self-explanatory when you watch that video how great that is. And like I said, I've been using it on our Buster for like quite some time now. No, he's 5 years old. I think I got it pretty quick after at least 3 years, if not 4. And we do it every day. And along with taking along the Walk for a Dog app, which again is a an application free for iPhone or for your Android device. Just go to the app stores and download Walk for a Dog app. It's free, and install it on your phone. Installs in minutes or whatever. And you go in there and go to setup. You can put a picture of your dog in there, the name, your email, and it has a list for shelters in your area, and you allow location like you do other things for your Google Map. And it's got a GPS in the app which tracks when you go out. You open it up, it'll say start walking. You hit Paul Martin, how is Buster, and love the wolf shirt. Thank you, wolf shirt. Buster's doing great, thank you very much. He's his old self today, just happy. He's a happy guy. We try to keep him just as happy. He's just a love. We just love him so much, and he's a great guy. Thank you for asking. I really appreciate that. We'll get him in here another time. He was here last night, but he's out with Mama tonight making dinner. But I was saying about the app. Okay, Walk for a Dog app. So you hit green bar, says start walking. It turns kind of like maroon. Stop walking. You just leave it. Put it in your pocket, and it's tracking time. Clock goes. How far you go. Miles per hour, average mile per hour, and distance. And it's tracking a GPS. When you stop it, you can see where you went, exactly where you are, just like a Google map in your neighborhood and park, wherever you go. And it shows your itinerary, how you went. I go around back and forth down the street and around the cul-de-sacs. It kind of looks like an S every time I turn around. And I'm running him on the bike, Springer. We go out for a minimum of a mile, 10, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, depends how fast I go or how slow I go. I run him fast, sprint him, slow him down, let him trot, let him walk. When I see him tongue starts to come out, he's panting a little bit. I know it's working. You are welcome. Thank you, Paul. I know it's working. I know he's getting his exercise. He starts panting because he wasn't panting when we left. Tongue wasn't. So I do that till I feel like he's done, and it's never a problem. I do it early in the morning when it's cool out, especially in the summer when it's cold, warm, and if I have to in the evening. I try to not do it in the dark, even though you can have lights on your bike and all that. It's just best, that you don't know if a coyote might show up somewhere out of nowhere and cause havoc. So we just try to be safe all the time with our dogs, and do it in a safe place, Neat thing about the Springer, the cotter pin, you put the thing on your bike with bolts, clamps under. It's not that you don't even know it's there. That's got the little, goes in the side with the cotter pin, like you watched the video. And this, if you want to look this up on YouTube, it's called Springer Bike Jogger on YouTube. 3 words, Springer Bike Jogger, and that video, that's what it is, and you can watch it again as many times as you like to get a wind of it, what's going on there. And then you can take that thing off if you just want to ride your bike without the dog. You just cotter pin, take the assembly off, stick it back. And when you use it, stick it in. I leave mine on there all the time because, unless I'm going out riding somewhere else, but I usually take him with us, and he does the rides with us on it. It's great. Fail safe, perfect. And you get exercise riding your bike, simple as that. Sometimes when he feels like going fast, you just don't even have to pedal. It's like dog power. His dog power is pulling you on a straightaway on a flat surface. It's kind of cool. That's all there is to it. And we're going to be supplying those as soon as we get our supplier back, where maybe we can offer them to a better price than I see them up there on Amazon, and eBay even had one for $160, and retail on Amazon $130 or something. It's a little high, so we're going to see if we can do that. And those of you that are interested in something like that, may be able to get us through our back end Petscape store with the Wolf Driver. We'll see. Along with these T-shirts, we're working on getting these manufactured for you at a price that are affordable, because they're a little high right now if you just do ones and twosies in the USA. So it's the same old thing. We just have to figure out. I have a friend here in LA that has actually a manufacturing company that does shirts and banners and stuff that I'm trying to get in touch with now up in Carson to see if Mike can hook us up. We have all the software to do the printing here, so that's the most expensive part, is the digital layering of this design and then printing it on the shirt. So we're going to see what we can do there and get a high quantity so we can offer these at a good price. And then some of that money, whatever the price may be, those of you that purchase, some will be donated to a shelter. Okay, probably back in where Bill is, the WooF driver, unless we can make other arrangements. Now, on the app, Walk for a Dog, here's the deal. When you use that, every day you use it, it's free. All you got to do is take your phone with you. You're going to take your phone with you anyway, most likely. I mean, we're all glued to our phones. We leave behind and go, oh, God, where's my phone? Got to have it in case of emergency, whatever. And you start the thing walking. You know, phone rings, you can answer your phone. The thing's still running, just like any other app, multi-apps on the devices, right? And when you're done, you say stop walking. Little ad may come up, you exit out, you go close, just close. It saves that itinerary, and you see each day of the week. It saves, I mean, a month's worth, I think, before a long time. It saves. You can see where you did. You want to see, hey, how far did we go last Tuesday? You look it up and you see, it took us this long. That's what we did. That information immediately goes to a server. I believe it's up in New York, and it gets kept a record of how far you traveled. So each quarter of the year, they compile in for the area, and it's got the shelter of your choice. So what you say you're in LA and there's 10,000 people using this, and they've used the shelter in Hollywood, just pick an example. And all the ones that have the compiled how many miles they walked, so much money, cents per mile, between all the people, gets written a check every quarter and goes to that shelter of their choice, whatever was on your app. So the shelters are getting this free money from investors that use it as a business kind of deal and donation thing where they can write off what they can write off, and it's just who they are. They love dogs, and they want to help the shelters, and this is a great way to do it. Then, how do they get any revenue out of the deal without going broke? Well, it's obvious. There'll be ads on there just like any other website. You know, you'll see Purina, you'll see stuff about dogs, Petco. You'll see their ads on the app. So you click on those ads, the revenue generates back to the company, and then the company then back to the analytics of Google, and goes back into their pocket to help fund this thing. So when you understand how it all works, why it's all free to us to use, it's all about advertising, you know, on the internet. So that's how that works as far as the revenues go. And it's just a great deal. The shelter gets this check from Walk for a Dog. They go, what's this? Free money to help us maintain our shelter and keep our dogs healthy and alive and find them homes longer. All that stuff is so easy. And so it's a multi-benefit for you, your dog, and the shelter all at the same time. It's a win-win-win-win-win. So why not download it and use it? Please. It's the greatest thing. Share this with your friends. Tell them all about it. It's cool. You know, it's like getting a workout band. You pay $100 for a workout band. Tell, you know, what's your cholesterol, how many heartbeats you got, and how when you work out. Well, this is for the dog and you both, actually. Walk for a Dog. Okay, those are some of the tools we can start incorporating into our daily routine with our lovely lovers, our little doggies. And so mini Dachshund night, once again, we were talking about these guys, and you know, they're just cutie pies, okay? And I'm going to play that little ditty. This is for Oscar, the mini Dachshund, who belongs to Mimi, and I haven't seen her. She must be working tonight, and she can't get on now. I know that she watches the shows later. So this is about Oscar, the mini Dachshund.
Oscar the mini Dachshund.
Oscar.
May look cute and cuddly.
He may look cute and
But
cuddly.
he is tirelessly energetic. He's so clever and so curious. Some might say even pretty intense he is. Always up for a walk-up game in the park. He can easily get bored if left too long alone.
You get bored, you leave him alone.
Sometimes that can evolve.
Can evolve.
Chewing things other than a phone.
Yeah, chewing your furniture.
Oscar loves the outdoors. He's very proud and bold. He will bark at signs of strangers like a tiny guard dog. Oscar requires lots of play and might dig a few holes. He needs to have that exercise to keep him from feeling old. Oscar, my mini Dachshund. Oscar, my mini bee. That's Oscar, my mini Dachshund. hunter and hunting, which means dog. When you put it all together, you got
Hi, Rebecca.
Oscar, my mini Dachshund.
There he is, little Oscar. There's one with all kinds of colors. They come in all kinds of colors. You know, we most of the dogs, you know, we call them wiener dogs, whatever. We used to see them as tan, but they're black and tan. They're multi-gray. They're that little white puppy with the brown face was so. I'm gonna try to find him again. He was just. I never seen one. Look at the face on this guy. Hello there. I'm Oscar. Let's see what we got here. Where did he go? Oh, look at this little pup. I mean, they're just adorable. But they're very feisty. It can be very, like, they take care of business, you know. They're very good guard dogs. And when a stranger comes around, you're going to know it, okay? You're going to know that. So, just interesting stuff tonight with the mini dachshund. We talked about the bike springer. We talked about the Walk for a Dog app. And we talked about the WooF driver and his huskies. Don't leave them out. I'm going to try to find another tune or two to play here about the WooF driver and his activities. And he's going out tonight after I sign off. I want to stay around and check out. He's going out on a all-night adventure. He might be out all night. Okay, on the East Coast, he starts late. Well, it's almost midnight there. He goes on these night mushing things with the dogs. I'm going to watch it. Amazing. Now, last night, yesterday, when he was out with Princess on the motorcycle, I don't know if y'all saw that one. It's posted on there. Took her out on the back of a motorcycle. So cool, with her goggles on. She sat there in the seat. She's all real secure. 3 points of reference to keep her secure. And the motorcycle he happens to use when he takes them out has 2 front wheels, so it's very safe. It's not going to, like, fall over and have an accident like that. It's like a car. So when he got to the meadow where he took her out for a walk and a break from sitting in the seat, because she was all, like, you know, let her stretch out and do her thing and mark her territory up in this beautiful meadow with hills and stuff. He was explaining how Joan says, I love all animals. We need to keep them safe. Yes. Keep reminding people not to leave them in cars. Thanks. Don't leave them in the car, no matter what. Matter of fact, today I heard something just horrible on the news somewhere in, what city was it? Chicago or Texas or somewhere, where an officer had a canine in the car, okay, with the air conditioning on. And the air conditioning went out. The dog died. You know how they leave their cars running, police cars? He probably never thought, oh, the air conditioning's not going to quit. And it wasn't, the heat alarm didn't work. So apparently there's a heat alarm for that, for the canines that would have gone on like a siren wherever he was in, having donuts, coffee, or whatever he was doing. He must feel just like, oh my God, his best friend's gone because his air conditioning broke. He had no idea that would ever happen. So we learn something every day, even though it's tragic, of how we need to be aware of all the possibilities that exist on keeping safe for the dogs, ourselves, everybody, life, especially animals that have no way of getting out of that car. Okay. So thank you for that tip, Joan. That's so important. So important that we're vigilant and aware. You can't just crack the windows with kids and dogs. It gets too hot. Why would you even think about that? You know, oh well, I don't want to get going, but George Carlin used to say, you know, people are 3 things. And he's hilarious. They're either... Never mind, I don't want to go there. But anyway, not real smart sometimes, okay? Let's be smart. Let's be smart and really aware. Thanks so much for posting that, because it really is important for us to keep aware of that. And what else was I going to say about that in that regard? So there was something that we were going to talk about. Oh, so the WooF driver's out. Bill's out with, he did a one-on-one with Princess, a female husky. Kind of looks like this. And sometimes he takes all 4 of them. Like tonight, they'll all 4 go out. Sometimes it's 2, 3, 1. He does one-on-ones with them just to be one-on-one with them because their relationship is so strong. And he was talking about how he was trained. The trainer that trained his dogs, that helped him learn how to train the huskies, his name was John. John the man. Now, there's a song that he wrote. Well, he wrote the lyrics, and again, we did all this music. We produced all this music, our team here in that I have. Jingleads.com is my jingleads.com, one word, jingleads.com. I produce jingles and music for anybody, whatever kind of music. And Bill contacted me to contract to do all this music with all these words he had in his head. All the materials you hear here, 80% of it we did it. 20% he had some other people near his home do some of these tunes and the rap. And he got some other people involved, which is great. But this is about John the Man, about the trainer guy. John's the man, the legend. Older guy that was a trainer, taught the WooF driver how to train his dogs.
This is the story of John, the man that gave WooF driver a plan.
Gave him a plan.
And lifestyle he has evolved. John would teach WooF driver the most important things. To negotiate almost any scene. That man can read on his dog face schemes. WooF driver met John. One time and heard some were just 5 years old. They were great dogs, but he had no real control. Which meant they sometimes had a somewhat boring role. John's role and his goal was to train the boys to respect WooF drivers. Come back, John is the man. And respond to his demand. The legend is regarded to most as the best archer on our crew. I must say my top, the greatest John is the man. Husky to a wing builder. The legend is impossible task. Native craft which will not last. I had heard the stories and knew the state of husky traits which told of their fates and would so relate to their uncontrollable state. After just my second lesson under John's discretion, we were walking my boys each free, and they were staying with me. John is mine around his feet.
So that's a little example of this tune. It's a long one because there's a lot of lyrics about John the Man and how he taught the WooF driver how to gain respect from the dogs, how to train them, and all these things. Now, these lyrics, because it's very hard to understand it over here, you have to really almost have headphones on to hear everything and understand the story. It's kind of a prose song. And all these lyrics are posted with all these songs on wooftunes.com. Now that's where you're going to find all these same songs and videos of some of these, which won't be on SoundCloud. So you can go to soundcloud.com. Good night. Love your show. Very educational. Thank you, Debbie. Once again, tomorrow we'll see you around 7:30 on Saturday. And I don't know what breeds tomorrow, but we'll surprise you with something cool and have fun again. Play more music. Got some more stuff going on. Okay. Thank you for being here tonight. So WooFtunes, WOOFTUNES.com is another whole site of all this material, all the creative material, the songs, the music, the poetry, the rap, everything's on there, plus videos of some of these. For example, the song about Princess, the girl, the WooF driver's girl, husky, loving husky. There's a video of Romany, who's the singer on that song, doing a video with the dogs in the background and Princess playing with the other dogs, and it's a whole video while she's singing the song, like, MTV time. Okay, whereas on SoundCloud you just have the audio, and so the lyrics are posted on. If you find this on WooFtunes, the lyrics to these songs that are hard to understand necessarily, especially over the speaker here, over the streaming, you can follow the song and get a much better understanding and what he's saying there about everything, which is a lot of clever lyrics. WooF Driver's a very talented writer that way, and he's not a musician, so He gave us the lyrics, say, hey, put this into all kinds, put these songs, here's one, let's make it whatever you want. You want to make it R&B, you want to make it country, you want to make it rock, want to make it rap, want to make it jazz, whatever the case. You choose a genre. So we just, at random, mixed them up as we produced them, what it felt like, and put the lyrics together and reorganize them into more of a song mode, song phrasing, song pentameter, so to speak, and produced all this stuff. And there's some amazing stuff up there. It's a lot of original stuff. Then a WooF driver said, hey, why don't we do some parodies? I write dog lyrics to songs I love. We got a whole album of AC/DC, Fleetwood Mac, individual songs by Dire Straits, Elton John, Johnny Cash, Mariah Carey, Stevie Winwood. It just goes on and on and on. So there's some great stuff on here. Here's one about, now there's a video on this one called Pack Daddy. This is about the WooF driver. They Pack Daddy, the Pack's daddy, the 4 Huskies daddy takes them out. This is a parody on a Fleetwood Mac tune. I think it's Stevie Nicks. Hi Cynthia, Rolling Stones. Yeah, they're coming up. Let me do a little something for you before we sign off here.
Hey, Daddy, you know you make me try. You know that I love to run free. You always understand why. Hey, Daddy, we are living the dream. We understand the boundaries, and that's why we are free. Yeah, that's why we are free. Hey, Daddy, you always know how to make us true. We love all of these activities. They are so very cool.
Romany's got a great voice.
Hey, Daddy, you are always in lead. You get us to understand what it takes to be free. We love life and how we can give our all.
Good night, Deborah. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
We are so free because you're so strong. Everything we do is such a thrill, and we love the way you always let us get a feel. Hey, Daddy, we love amazing chase. You know that it gets us to fly because of our natural drive. Hey, Daddy, you take us free ranging. We understand the boundaries. That's why we unleash free, unleash free. We love life and how we can give our all. We are so free because you're so strong. Family is so much fun. Running with the bike, you're always getting us so psyched. That's why you're so fun, and we're so loved. We're so free when we belong.
That's why you are so fun. Pack Daddy. He lets them go run free, leash free. So I understand, fortunate for WooF driver, I don't know if you have all heard about the big concert in Indio in Palm Springs area come, I believe it's October, with the Stones, The Who, Paul McCartney, a bunch of others. And he's going to get to go out there with his wife from the East Coast, and hopefully we're going to meet up out there. Cynthia wants to, loves the Stones, and so do I. I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no groovy action, 'cause I tried, and I tried, and I tried. Yes, I tried. I can't get no. I can't get no. When I'm driving down the street and a man comes up to me, tells me how I can be, but he can't be a man 'cause he doesn't smoke the same cigarettes as me. I can't get no. No, no, no. Yeah. Well, I met her at the bar queen in Memphis. She tried to take me upstairs for a ride. She did. There you go. Little Stones before we sign off tonight. God, that just reminds me of the good old days. I used to play those gigs, and man, that was what to do. You're quite welcome. And we're going to sign off tonight. I know Wolf Driver's going out on his mushing night. Y'all stay tuned and watch him live at night with his night goggles and his crew, and it's just wonderful. And if you missed anything, go back and watch these posts. They're there on alldognetwork.com tomorrow, the next day. Right now, they're going to save what we've done tonight on the Wolf Driver page on Facebook. So until tomorrow night, it's a Wolf Ditty saying good night, and we're very happy that you came and all that.
Coming to you live across the worldwide All Dog Network from the Wolf Driver Recording Studio Center in Los Angeles, California. Your host, Wolf Ditty producer, Lucky Harris.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow night. I know what I'm doing. Take care.